Hello everyone, good evening. I welcome you in another revision that is of linear equation in two variable. We are going to complete this topic in just one go in this video. So let us understand this topic as early as possible because this video might go quite long. Before we start the topic or before we start the question, let me tell you how this revision is going to help you. This revision is going to help you only in case you have already prepared or you are going to prepare now. If you have already prepared this revision just in one go, if you watch that will be done. Or if you are going to prepare, this video will save your time of preparing and maybe remembering the previous part. This video, rather only the questions present in this video are not going to be helpful in terms of scoring good marks, very good marks. For that you have to practice many more questions. Clear? So before we start the video, I just told you that how this video is going to help you and what exactly you have to do and what you are not supposed to do. Just don't depend on the question present in this video. You have to practice even more questions. This video is just going to help you in remembering the things. That's it. So before we start the question, let us understand the formula that what we have got in this topic. Very simple, very direct. Condition for consistency or maybe unique solution के लिए conditions. A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. Maximum number of questions you will find of this category, that is first one, that has got a unique solution, and the line or the graph, if you check, it is going to be intersecting lines. If A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2 all are equal, then the two equations, the linear equation has got infinitely many solutions, or those lines are coinciding. A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, but it is not equal to C1 upon C2, will have no solution and the lines will be parallel. Consistency means the equation will have some solution. So first two conditions are called as a consistent and the last one is called as a inconsistent, and this is the special condition for inconsistency, that A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2 but not equal to C1 upon C2. What is A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2? It's a standard form of any equation. So in case if I take a standard form of any equation, linear equation in two variable, it will be A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equals to 0 and A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equals to 0. So this we call it as a standard form for this particular A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1, C2. To solve any two linear equations, we have three methods. One is substitution. We isolate one of the variable from x and y and just put into the second equation, we get the answer. And then we have elimination method. For this we eliminate one of the variable by adding or by subtracting. And last one is graphical method, where we draw the graph of two lines and where it intersect will be the solution of the equation, right? Based on this formula we have the question. So let's understand one by one. Given linear equation, this one, write the linear equation, one more linear equation which will have intersecting lines. The first one, the equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8. For the intersecting line I'm saying, so what can be the second equation? Intersecting in sense it will have A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. So it can be anything, x plus y plus 5 is equals to 0. That's it. Because you can see that A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. Second one, for parallel line, we need 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equals to 0 के लिए equation. Parallel line, that means A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2. That means 2x plus 3y, but not equal to C1 upon C2. That means minus 1 is equals to 0. So anything I have taken which should not be equal to the same. And third one, that is coinciding line, we have all three equal. That means 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equals to 0. Now you will say 2x plus 3y minus 8 itself, but that would be the same equation. So what I'll do, I'll multiply this equation by 2. So 4x plus 6y minus 8 to the 16 is equals to 0, and that would be my coinciding lines. You can check A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 B2 and it equal to C1 upon C2. Conditions you need to remember at any cost. Second question, quickly we'll go ahead. Find the value of k for which the following pair of linear equation has got no solution. No solution का मतलब होता है A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 but not equal to C1 upon C2. Don't forget to take this condition as well. The first two I'll take for a while right now. So it will be 1 upon k minus 1 is equals to b1 is 2 upon k plus 1. And this can be easily giving us the answer, that is k plus 1 is equals to 2k minus 2, whereas minus k is equals to minus 3 and k will be equal to 3. This is what your answer is, right? So in case if I want to prove the other one as well, that means 2 upon k plus 1, I mean to say this is not equal to the other one, is not equal to c1 upon c2. So what is c1 upon c2? c1 upon c2 is 3 upon k plus 2. Okay, so this also I have to check, I have to solve. So 2k plus 4 is not equal to 3k plus 3, right? So 3k, if I shift here and 4 the other side, I get k is not equal to minus 1. So this also you have to do. Sometimes we get two values of k, or maybe something as minus 1. Maybe I'm just telling you minus 1 or plus 1. I think I get plus 1, sorry. So imagine if I get plus 1 as it becomes a quadratic, that time I have to actually cancel this value because it should not be equal to plus 1. I hope you understand that. So that's the reason we need to go for the second condition as well. Is this clear? I hope you understood it. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं, फटाफट आगे बढ़ते हैं. Find the value of p for what the given equation has got unique solution. That means we have the condition a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. I'm doing it in a very short and no presentation I'm using here. You have to present it properly. So 4 upon 2 is not equal to p upon 2. I hope you understand. And then 2 to get cancelled here itself, and then p will be equal to, oh sorry, it will not be equal to 4. That means p is any other value, real value you can say, than 4. That's it. So you have the answer, right? For what value of k the pair of linear equation has got infinite number of solutions. So I have chosen all one type of questions, right? So k by 6 is equals to minus 4 by minus 12 is equals to 3 by 9. That means infinitely many solution. It means all values are same, all values are equal. So anything you can choose. I think this and this I'll choose. So k upon 6 is equals to 3 upon 9, and you can easily get the answer. I should not solve this now. So what value of k it has got a no solution. No solution wala case, that means again a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, but not equal to c1 upon c2. So we have k by 12 is equals to 3 by k, but not equal to 1 by 2, right? So why I took this question, again you will come to know now. So k square, if I choose the first two, k square is equals to 36. So what is k is equals to plus or minus 6. So we got two answers here, but one out of these two will be correct. And who will explain us that what should be the correct one is nothing but the second equation, second ratio. So I have, and 3 upon k is not equal to 1 by 2, which can give us, sorry, 2 it should be 1 by 2. So k is not equal to 6 I get. So I hope you understand k is equals to plus or minus 6 and k is not equal to 6. If I combine these two solutions, therefore I get k is equals to minus 6. Okay, the only answer is here. So that's the reason I chose this question as well, so that you understand why we have to go for the second equations. Okay, the not equal to part also. ठीक है, ये clear हो गया? So it's very simple and easy to understand. Now last one, it has got two variables, and for infinitely many solution it's easy, not difficult. 2m minus 1 upon 3 all equal. So it is 3 upon n minus 1 and is equals to minus 5 upon minus 2, which can be 5 upon 2 as well. So if I choose this and this, I get m value, and if I choose this and the same equal, then I get n value, and that's easy. That's very simple. Sometimes at this particular mode, you might get two equations in m and n. You have to solve that using our regular methods of linear equation. That's it. So you got the condition for linear equations in two variables, the condition required, or maybe use of the condition, or maybe the application of the conditions of consistency and inconsistency. I hope it is clear. So now we go for the next one, that is, just a minute, that is graphical method of solving linear equation. I have chosen only one question here, just one. So I'll just explain you the only question here. What I'm asked for, I have to solve the linear equation graphically and find the area bounded by the region and two line representing the above equations and a y-axis. So I have to go for it. I'll just change the grid of this and I'll prepare the table. So I have the first equation as 2x plus 3y is equals to 12. Isolating x, I get 12 minus 3y upon 2. I can choose the value of y here. I hope you know this concept. I can choose the value of y here. So y is 0 if I choose, I get x is equals to 6. Plus 2 if I add, that is denominator if I add in the chosen value, plus 2, so I get 2 here. So 2 3s are 6 and the answer is 3 here. And if I choose another plus 2 here, so I get 4 and the answer is 0. So I got the first equation table done. So x minus y is equals to 1 I can go for x again. X is equals to 1 plus y. And this time it is very simple, not a big deal. Easily I will get the answer. X, y and x comma y, you know that. So if I choose y value 0, x is 1, y value 2, x is 3, y value 3, x is 4. And now I can draw the graph easily. It's not a big deal. Quickly I'll draw the graph of it. So I won't unnecessarily waste my time in writing the numbers. I'll just directly do it. 6 comma 0, it is on x-axis. 1 2 3 4 5 6, here it comes. 3 comma 2, so it is 3 comma 2, and 0 comma 4, so it is 0 comma 4. I hope it is a straight line. Yes, it is a straight line. So let's complete that straight line here. So we have just a minute, it should not go wrong. Okay, and then we have 1 comma 0, that comes 1 comma 0, 3 comma 2, 3 comma 2 is again there, and 4 comma 3, so 4 comma 3 is here. So again I have to draw the graph of it, line of this. So this would be that line. थोड़ी सी टेक्निकल एरर किया मैंने. ठीक है, this is that line. Okay, that's it. So we have the solution of this equation as this, that is 3 comma 2. So here you can write therefore x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 2 be the solution of this equation. Now what is asked here is nothing but area bounded by this region and y-axis. So maybe this, you think that the area, isn't it, y-axis it is said. If this would have been x-axis, the region would have been the yellow color one. Okay, so remember that in case if it is what axis is asked, that is very important, that will change the answer. Okay, so I'll go for that, the area. So area is equals to half into base into height. Area is equals to half into base into height. So base is this one, यहाँ से यहाँ तक. So we have 1 2 3 4 and 5. So half into 5 into height is 1 2 3. So it is 3. 5 3s are 15 divided by 2, 7.5 square unit. And that's the answer. Come on, let's go for the next one quickly. So we have to solve now these two equations. We can solve by any method. Right now we can understand that you can solve by elimination as well as you can solve by substitution method. Graphical method we have already done. So when we get an equation to solve, you can solve it by any method. I recommend go for elimination method. Okay, if it is asked to prove by using some substitution, you can go for that. Otherwise, elimination method. So first of all, multiply this by 10 so that it becomes a proper equation, nice equation. At least it will be, looking proper. So if I multiply the first equation by 10, you get 2x plus 3y is equals to 13 and 4x plus 5y is equals to 23. I hope you remember this. Instead of calling these two as equation 1 and 2, I'll call this as equation number 1 and 2. I'll multiply equation number 1 by 2 so that it becomes equal coefficient. So I get 4x plus 2 3 2 is 6y is equals to 13 2 is 26. So this will be equation number 3. Normally people forget to multiply this number. Okay, so keep in mind, multiply. Subtraction, I'm not presenting the answer, let me tell you again and again. minus 6 minus 5 minus y is equals to, I think, 3 minus 3. So y will be equal to 3. If I substitute this value in any of the equation, I get the second answer. Clear? So let's not waste time here. This can be done by substitution as well, because it is directly equal to 0, substitution method. Or if you want, you can solve the same one by elimination as well. There is no problem. So in the textbook it is asked for substitution, so I'll go for substitution method. It looks bit difficult, bit confusing, but don't worry, it is very simple. So I'll call this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2, and I'm using equation number 2 because it has got negative sign in it. So equation number 2 can give me easily one variable isolated, that is root 3x is equals to root 8y, and x will be equal to root 8 upon root 3y. Now this value, without any hesitation, put into the first equation. Rather, I can write there as putting this value in the equation number 1. I get root 2 into root 8 upon root 3 plus root 3y is equals to 0. Okay? Root 8 into root 2 is root 16, but that will be 4 directly, right? So it is 4. Of course, y is, I forgot that, upon root 3 plus root 3y is equals to 0. If I cross multiply, considering this denominator as 1, I get 4y plus 3y upon root 3 is equals to 0. Root 3 if I shift the other side, I get 7y is equals to 0, and y will be again equal to 0, and that's it. If I put y is equal to 0, this gives me x is also equal to 0. Let me tell you, of course, in the beginning, looking at the first two equations itself, I got it that x and y values are 0. Okay, but still, of course, we have to solve it at any cost. There is no issue, but hope you understood. Such a difficult question, it looks difficult, but answers are very simple. So chalo फटाफट आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now we have the category where we are solving the equations one by one. To solve for x and y, it's not a big deal. It's a very simple equation. You can just cross multiply and get the equation in the proper order. Either do that, or else directly you can get the coefficient same. To get the coefficient same, I think I have to multiply this equation by 2. Here is equation number 1, here is equation number 2. If I multiply this equation by 2, this is going to become 2 by 3, right? And that's it. I got what I wanted, right? So multiplying equation number 2 by 2, I get 2x minus 2y by 3 is equals to 6. Don't forget to multiply this. This equation is number 3. Adding equation number 1 and 3. Adding equation number 1 and 3. Now that will be bit confusing, because you have x by 2 plus 2x. There's no problem. You can write this as it is and equal to 5. This would be better option, don't you think so? So this will be 2 to the 4 plus x for 5x upon 2 is equals to 5. 5 if I get cancel, I get x is equals to 2, and that's the answer. And substitute this value in any of the equation. Maybe equation number 2 I'll putting this value in equation number 2, I get 2 minus y by 3 is equals to 3. Shifting to the other side, minus y by 3 is equals to 3 minus 2, right? It is 1, and minus y by 3 is equals to 1. Y is equals to minus 3, I think. Okay, is done. That's it. So it's very simple, very easy, right? बहुत easy था, कुछ ज़्यादा difficult नहीं था. चलो, come on, hurry up. Let's go for the next one. Next we have to substitute. I hope you remember that this is a substitution method. First of all, we have to make it linear. That means let ऐसे करना पड़ता है. You remember I hope you remember that. कि ऐसे करना है. Let 1 upon x minus 1 is equals to a, and 1 upon y minus 2 is equals to b. So what we get is nothing but here 5a plus b is equals to 2, and 6a minus 3b is equals to 1. So we multiply, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, multiply equation number 1 by 3, we get 15a plus 3b is equals to 6 as equation number 3. If I add these two, I get 21, I think. 16 plus 15 plus 6 is 21. A is equals to 7, and a will be equal to 1 by 3. 1 by 3, don't hesitate, just directly put into any of the equation. I think second is better. You can put in any and you get the same answer, right? You know that very well, isn't it? So फिर भी I'll put it into the second equation. I get 6 into 1 by a, sorry, 1 by 3. 6 into 1 by 3 minus 3b is equals to 1, and this implies 2 2 minus 3b is equals to 1, minus 3b is equals to minus 1. I hope you understand that. And b will be equal to 1 by 3, and that's the answer, right? But we are asked for a and b. Now there is a mistake here. We are supposed to again replace these a back as 1 upon x minus 1. So 1 upon x minus 1 is equals to 1 by 3, gives me x minus 1 is equals to 3 and x is equals to 4, and that's the answer. And b is equals to 1 by 3, that means 1 upon y minus 2 is equals to 1 by 3, y minus 2 is equals to 3 and y is equals to 5, and that's the answer. Easy है, बहुत सिंपल है. आगे बढ़ते हैं फटाफट. Now the same thing, substitution, but here is a weird equations, very weird equations. So let us understand. Let 1 upon x is equals to a and 1 upon y is equals to b. Now it's very clear now in this particular question directly whatever the denominator is that I have taken, but here the chosen is something different. I did not consider this 2 because here it is not 2, right? It is something different. So it's better to have a same, that is as a first equation, and to the second equation I should have the same value that I can substitute. That's the reason it is taken in this way. But the equation becomes very weird. I'll tell you the equation. ये हो जाएगा a by 2 plus b by 3 is equals to 2, equation number 1. And second equation is going to become a by 3 plus b by 2 is equals to 13 by 6, equation number 2. You can cross multiply this to make this simple equation simple, or you can use it directly. I would prefer cross multiplication. So 3a plus 2b upon it would be 6, which can shift that side and become 12, and down the second equation become 2a plus 3b upon 6, and that 6 and this 6 get cancelled, is equals to 13, and that is equation number 1. And equation number 2, instead of considering these two equations as 1 and 2, I'll take it consider. Again you need to multiply the first equation by 2 and second equation by 3 to make the coefficient of a same. So I get these two equation as like 6a plus 4b is equals to 24, and 6a plus 9b, 3 there is a 9, is equals to 39. And if I subtract this by taking the negative sign, I get 5 minus 5b is equals to 39 minus this one is 15, minus 15, b will be equal to 3. Right, b will be equal to 3. Putting this value into any of the equation, maybe equation number 1 में put करता हूँ, b is equal to 3. I get 3a plus 6 is equals to 12, gives me 3a is equals to 6 and a will be equal to 2. But basically I wanted to find out x and y. So 1 upon x is equals to 2 as a is, x will be equal to 1 by 2 and y will be equal to 1 by 3, and that will be very clear for you, I think. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं फटाफट. This is root sign. तो we have solved this kind of question as well. So let's understand. 1 upon root x is equals to a and 1 upon root y is equals to b. As we know, 2a plus 3b is equals to 2, and 4a minus 3b is equals to minus 9b. Multiplying equation 1, equation number 2, multiplying equation number 1 by 3. I am just not presenting the answer, you have to present it. So 6a plus 9b is equals to 3 to the 6. Normally people forget to multiply to this number. Add it. So 10a is equals to 5. A will be equal to 1 by 2. I have seen many people writing this as answer 2. This is also a great error people might do during the examination. The next is putting this value in any of the equation. Maybe I think question number 1 is better. So a is 1 by 2. So this would be 2 into 1 by 2 plus 3b is equals to 2, gives me 1 plus 3b is equals to 2, 3b is equals to 1, b will be equal to 1 by 3. But I have to resubstitute the value, and I get 1 upon root x is equals to 1 upon 2, root x is equals to 2, so x will be equal to, squaring both the side, I get x will be equal to 4. Similarly, 1 upon root y is equals to 1 by 3, root y is equals to 3, implies squaring both the side, y is equals to 9, and these are the two answers. Clear? Getting it? Hope you understand. So let's continue, let's move ahead. Now this is another similar kind of, but we have denominator both the variables, so let's go for it. Understand karte 1 by 1. So we have let 1 upon x plus y is equals to a, 1 upon x minus y is equals to b. So what do I get the equation number 1 as? Equation number ये है equation number 1 as 10a plus 2b is equals to 4 and 15a minus 5b is equals to minus 2 as two equations. Hope you understand that. Equation number 1, equation number 2, right? So we can multiply, I think, first equation by 3 and second equation by 2, or 2 and 5, anything is okay. So this I'll multiply by 3 and this I'll multiply by 2, making a coefficient same, right? So multiplying by 3 I get 30a plus 6b is equals to 12 and 30a minus 10b is equals to minus 4. Subtracting, so minus plus plus, right? So this get cancel. I get 16b, 1.6 lag raha hai wo, but it is 16, remember, understand it, okay, sorry, is equals to, I think 4 plus 12 is 16, so b will be equal to 1, which is a very simple value. And the another one I get as putting the value in equation number 1 as b is 1, so 10a plus 2 is equals to 4. I get 2 the other side, 10a is equals to 2, a will be equal to 1 by 5. So this is my second value. Resubstitute this as 1 upon x minus y is equals to 1, implies x minus y is equals to 1. Please don't consider this is equation number 4 or maybe 3, 4, whatever it is, 3 again, and this gives me 1 upon x plus y is equals to 1 by 5, which is x plus y is equals to 5, gives me x, equation number 4. Now what do you have to do? I have to solve again the equation number 3 and 4. So for that I have to add this equation. So adding 3 and I hope you understand that. Adding y get cancelled. So 2x will be equal to 6, x will be equal to 3. I know this would become quite long, and y resubstitute into equation number 3 or 4, y is equal to 2, and the answer is done. ठीक है, वेरी ईजी है बट लेंदी है, दैट्स इट. बहुत बहुत सिंपल है, कुछ ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. दिस इज द लास्ट वन फॉर सॉल्यूशन कैटेगरी. Then we have word problem as well. So last one for solution category. I don't know how much this video is going on, of how much time, but what I'll do, I'll just break this video here and word problem का separate video बना देता हूँ. That would be better. I'm not able to continuously speak right now. So let's go for the next one. That is this kind of question where it is called as an alternate coefficient question, where 152 and here is 152 and here 378 and here is 378. So such type of questions we don't have to waste our time in making coefficient same. Rather we have to just directly once add and once subtract. So adding equation 1 and 2, what do we get? If I add these two equations, that means without changing the sign as it is, I have to add it, but as per the sign indicates that we have to subtract it. So 378 minus 152 going to be 6 2 2. So 226, but with negative sign, 226x minus 226y is equals to, of course I have to add, the both signs are negative, so it will be negative. 4 plus 4 8 7 and here is 6, so 678. Now I don't know whether this number and this number is divisible or no, but normally it would be. So what you can do is 678 divided by 226. I can directly do 226 into 6 3 is 18, it would be, so 3 is 18, 1 carry 7 and 6, yes, 3 is so dividing by 226, I get minus 3x minus 3y is equals, sorry, minus x minus y is equals to minus 3. I can keep it as it is as equation number 1, or I can multiply by minus sign and change the sign as well. I would prefer to directly keep it as it is. Subtracting equation 1 and 2. So when we subtract, that time normally we change the sign of the equation, so plus minus and plus. So this will be the addition now basically. So 8 plus 2 10, 1 carry, 5 plus 13 3, 1 carry and 530 minus x, sorry, minus 530 y is equals to, now this is going to be subtraction, and I think It is 530. 604 minus 74. Yes, it is 530. 530. So sign will be positive, of course positive. So x minus y is equals to 1. Now this will be equation number 2, and you will believe that के ये दो equations बिल्कुल भी simple है. Now I can add these two equations to eliminate x. I get minus 2y if I erase all these rough work. If I get minus 2y is equals to adding, right? I am adding it to minus 2, y will be equal to 1. Easy answer. And if I put y as 1 in this equation, I get x minus 1, keeping that side, y is x is equals to 2. And that's it. डन. वेरी वेरी सिंपल. सो अल्टरनेट कोएफिशिएंट याद रखो कि ये और ये सेम होने चाहिए और ये सेम होने चाहिए, देन वी कॉल इट एज अल्टरनेट कोएफिशिएंट. तो आप अगर सोचते हो तो ये भी अल्टरनेट कोएफिशिएंट हो सकता था. आई विल जस्ट शो यू दैट. Just now we had solved it, I think. Yes, this one. You can check that the alternate coefficients are alternate, but if the numbers are small, you can check here as well. If the numbers are small, you don't have to go for that method. You can easily bring the coefficients same. So when we go for this method, even if there are alternate coefficient, at the same time these are very large numbers, and then it becomes difficult to bring the coefficient same. Only at that moment we go for that. Normally I have seen students following this method even for the simpler number like 2 and 3. Don't do that. If it is possible directly orally, by orally converting into same coefficient or equal coefficient and then add and subtract, then go for it. Don't go for this method. Clear? Done? Got it. We have got one more part of this particular session, that is of word problem. So I have collected all type of word problem except simpler one. Okay, and then please attend that as well. I'll stop the video here itself. Bye bye. See you in the next video.